Hey everybody, it's Dr. Steve Fleischer of Everybody's Chiropractic here in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about symptoms. Symptoms are your body's alarm. They tell you that there's something wrong. And so even though you may have a big symptom, it could be a little problem. A little symptom could be a sign of a big problem. And what's even worse is that you can have health-related problems and have no symptoms at all. So let's talk about this. Symptoms are your body's way of telling you that there's something wrong, there's a problem. It's an alarm. It's like a smoke detector. So let's just say you're having a party and you decide that you're going to go upstairs and you're going to go to bed. You've had enough, but the people are still at your house. You go to sleep and in an hour or so, the smoke detector goes off. Now, nobody I know of would ever roll over in bed and put the pillow over their head and go back to sleep and ignore the smoke detector. Most people would go downstairs and investigate. Now, there's many different reasons why that smoke detector would be going off. Maybe the battery's dead. Maybe there's too much dust on the grate to the smoke detector. Maybe there's somebody smoking a cigarette underneath it. Maybe there's something burning in the oven. Or maybe there's a fire. But basically what you want to do is you want to investigate. You want to find out why that smoke detector is going off, and then you'll take the appropriate steps. You don't want to just go downstairs and look at the smoke detector and then call the fire department, because what if it is just somebody smoking a cigarette? Then it's a false alarm and you've overdone it. So the important thing is when you have any kind of symptom, whether it be a headache, low back pain, whatever the symptom may be, you want to find out what the cause of the problem is. You don't want to just throw things at it and cover up the symptoms. Now when it comes to chiropractic, we look at it this way. Remember, the brain controls the body through the spinal cord and out the nerves. And the nerves goes to every single part of the body. So when the messages can get along the nerves out to every single part of the body, you're going to be healthy. It doesn't mean you won't ever have any aches or pains. It doesn't mean you won't ever get sick or have an untimely demise. It just means that for your genetics, you're going to be as healthy as you can be. So, when we talk about genetics, some people are Rolls Royces and some people are Ford Pintos. Everybody's different. But regardless if you're a Rolls Royce or a Ford Pinto, you want to make sure that you're functioning as best as you possibly can. The other factor that comes into play is your body's present condition. Now, some people take good care of their bodies. They make sure they eat good foods, they exercise, they eat right, they have a good mental attitude. And others, not so much. So between the genetics and our lifestyle choices, that's going to affect the level of health we can get back to. But let's get back to the symptoms. Now, what most people do when they have a symptom, an ache or a pain, is they'll take an over-the-counter for starters. And those over-the-counters merely cover up the symptoms. They mask them. They change the way your body perceives pain through chemicals. And once those chemicals wear off, boom, you're back to feeling lousy again. So then you take more medication. And you go through this cycle over and over again without really discovering what the cause of the problem is. So when it comes to your symptoms, it's vital that you find out what's causing the problem. And here at Everybody's Chiropractic in King of Prussia, we make sure we determine what's causing your problems, and then we can determine the right course of action so that you can get your health back and you can get out of your pain. So until then, Dr. Steve Fleischer from Everybody's Chiropractic.